Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Xbox On. Benny and Bex here with the second wave of Xbox Game Pass titles due to arrive in October. And boy oh boy, are we in for some treats. From PC classics given a definitive edition treatment, through to ones where two-handed blobs launch each other across a map to reach the end. This video's got everything.
First up, it's a game fit for an emperor. Coming to Game Pass for PC is the eagerly anticipated Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition on October 15th. Build and command mighty historical civilizations across the whole world in true 4K Ultra HD. So this classic strategy icon looks and sounds better than ever with a fully remastered soundtrack too. The Definitive Edition also includes 2 new game modes, Historical Battles and the Art of War Challenge missions, plus all previously released expansions and all 14 civilizations. You've got the Swedes, the Incas, the Aztecs, and loads more, all with their unique civilization bonuses and tactics. Complete the trilogy of OG strategy and challenge your friends to online battles with Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. But a word of advice, let's keep the cheat codes handy. You never know when it might be the right time to spawn a bear with laser eyes.
Also out today is Heave Ho. Heave Ho! It's just a fun phrase to say, isn't it? And this PC party game is equally fun to play. You and up to 3 friends play as shapeless blobs with enormously long arms and try to complete platforming tasks that would be perfectly easy if you weren't all shapeless blobs. You'll need to work together, grabbing onto bits of the level and each other's hands to fling yourselves around to victory. Or more likely, accidental death. What follows is basically a joyously chaotic mess that'll have you collapsing with laughter, which is something we could always do with.
The fate of 2 friends collide in our next game as Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition smashes its way onto Xbox Game Pass for console and PC on October 15th. This JRPG by Bandai Namco sees a power struggle begin with a civilization dependent on an ancient technology, the Blastia, and the empire that controls it. The destinies of 2 friends traveling along separate paths intertwined in an epic adventure that threatens the existence of everything and everyone. Well, I guess someone has to be responsible for the fate of the world, right? Relive, or maybe even experience for the first time, one of the most beloved Tales of titles. Beautifully remastered in HD with new playable characters, new stories, and more special attacks than ever before.
From a JRPG to a regular old RPG next, with the swords of Ditto, Mormo's Curse also arriving on the 15th. Jump into a unique adventure for each new hero of legend as you take on the evil Mormo in randomly generated dungeons that'll put your battling skills to the test. As well as that, you'll explore a delightful but dangerous overworld and get the chance to improve your hero in a quaint little village. It's important to restock and upgrade things when you're on a quest to overcome the evil that plagues the island. The Swords of Ditto also supports local co-op, so if you fancy the company, grab a friend for this unforgettable adventure filled with cute characters, extraordinary loot, and heroic battles. And here's a fun fact. It's only about 1 GB in size, so you can probably have it downloaded in less time than it takes to watch this video.
Finally, in the 15th bumper crop of Game Pass drops Katana Zero. This 2D action game comes from Devolver Digital, the publisher of Hotline Miami, and basically, if you like that game, chances are you'll love this. We're talking colourful pixel art, a pumping soundtrack, and most important, buckets and buckets of blood. Both your enemies and probably your own. You play as a samurai who, along with your trusty sword, is armed with time manipulation powers. You can slow down time to dodge attacks and deflect bullets and tap into your precognition abilities. That's seeing the future to you or me. Whenever you fail, and that'll happen a lot, given every hit is lethal, it just turns out to be a possible future, one you won't be visiting again because you'd rather stay alive. So the tape rewinds and you try again, and again, and again. It all adds up to a nerve-shreddingly fast-paced action game that's as stylish as it is violent, which is very.
And speaking of stylish, sword-slashing pixel action, coming to Xbox Game Pass for console on the 21st of October, we've got ScourgeBringer. If you're a PC Game Pass member, you might have spotted this one in the library already. That's because it's been bubbling away in game preview for a few months, getting bigger and better, and it's now ready for a full release on PC and console. There are no time manipulation powers here, unfortunately, and no handy rewinds. In this roguelike, dead means dead, and you'll be sent right back to the start to explore a new randomly generated dungeon of baddies to beat and goodies to loot. Luckily, you've got a few skills of your own, with a truly acrobatic moveset of double jumps, wall runs, and dodge dashes that can be chained together, so you barely need to ever touch the ground. Who needs precognition, eh?
If you're looking for something a bit more sporty in this batch of Game Pass editions, then maybe you'll want to try the official game of the 2019 Ashes Championship, Cricket 19. It's arriving on October 22nd and delivers a complete cricket simulation, with a selection of exciting all-new features that add even greater depth and rich new content to Big Ant Studios' acclaimed cricket engine. You'll be able to take on historical scenarios from classic matches through the ages and develop the career of a junior right through to national captaincy. You can even do it all in first person. There's also the fully licensed Ashes cricket mode to check out, or you can lead your nation to the greatest world championship in the classic 50 over 1 day mode. Basically what we're saying is there's a whole lot of crickety fun to be had with this one.
Now for our final game arriving in this selection of Game Pass newcomers, we've got something a bit different. Supraland will be available on console from October 22nd, but once it arrives, I think you'll agree that it's a mashup of genres we never knew we needed. The aim of the game is to save the Red Stick Figure Village in this first-person, open-world action puzzle platformer. Yeah, we told you it was a few things rolled into one. There's a whole interconnected world to explore and discover, as well as new abilities to unlock and combine to solve thoughtful puzzles or uncover mysteries. Defeat the oncoming hordes in fast, frenetic first-person combat as you fight for your right to an audience with the Blue King. Supraland is an imaginative sandbox adventure game that'll keep you playing for hours, offering players of all ages a slightly different take on puzzles, exploration, and adventure. Who knew there were so many different ways to use a glowing cube? I didn't.
So there we have it, another amazing mix of games coming to Xbox Game Pass in the next couple of weeks. Make sure to let us know down in the comments which ones you'll be adding to your hard drive. Leave us a like and smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye!